You're worth so much more than how they're treating you. If you know inside that you deserve better, you shall receive. No, give it to yourself because you deserve it. You know that you deserve better. That's why you're telling yourself it. It's why you can feel it. And again, choice is up to you. You're in complete control of the situations in your life. It's really weird how it happens and how things can unfold. But they're unfolding for you. The universe is for you, not, against you. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Good Sign Podcast. I'm here, Sam Clark. This episode is all about not letting anyone manipulate you, always standing your ground, and do not let people tell you who you are and what you do and how you act when you know for a fact that is not you. This was stemmed on from my last episode where, not my last, a couple of episodes back where I was flabbergasted. No, I was kind of manipulated into believing that I was certain things, and after having clarity that I knew that I wasn't, I just think it's really disgusting to make someone believe that there's something they're not in order to gain value for themselves or profit, or just to twist it to make themselves look good, putting the blame on others to make themselves feel good, and that is bullying. My gosh. Now, if you guys haven't already heard my episode where I was kind of gaslit, I was kind of not coerced to leave. Well, I was coerced to leave my job because of a ridiculous situation, and I'm really glad that I left because it was toxic. It was awful, and yet I was the one in the wrong. I was the one in the wrong. Apparently, I was being blamed for the things that it just didn't add up. It really didn't add up. And wherever you are right now in your life, there is a way out. And it's completely up to you to do that for yourself. So, oh, crap, really? Yes, really. You're in control. And I always say this, you're in control of the outcome of your life, what you're doing. What you're doing and what you're putting out, the energy, what you're kind of manifesting, what you're doing, essentially. And you really can take charge of it. It sounds really funny. It's how? So really? I can do that? It's yes, you can. So I was made to believe that I was toxic. It seems really silly now, but I truly believe that was a response to me being treated like poo. Poo, in the most British way to say that. Poop. Yes, absolutely. I was treated in a way that I was becoming a person that it was it's just against everything that I believe in, because it wasn't a case of I was bullying, I was harassing, because I was accused of harassing as well. It was the fact that it was a coping mechanism, I believe, for being harassed myself. It's just poor management. It was a reflection of poor management that made me respond in a way that I would just be it's I can't remember back, thinking back, it's it's oh, they're this, they're that, it's why are they acting like this? To the root of it all, I could tell that they were really insecure in their job, and from that they were bullying, and it's just it's that in life that sucks, that people do this, that people just don't know who they are inside. So wherever you are. And it's not just with my job, I've had this with family members. I've had family members that have really took it out on me, like, mentally, like, just, what? And they've told me that I'm certain things. I've had a family member, one of my family members is in a mental hospital, and I've had a family member tell me that I should be there instead of them because I wouldn't tidy my room. Like, people make you feel like that. I just thought that's absolute nonsense. Like, I really do not, and you should tell yourself this as well, but I really do not give people permission to make me feel like that. But it does make you wonder. It does make you second guess, like, I'm like, really? I'm like this? What? And you just, like, it got to the point where I was asking people, it's like, am I toxic? And they were like, no, you're not toxic. And my sister made a point of saying if I was toxic, I wouldn't have any friends. Because it would be a constant battle of, like, it would be like Gossip Girl. I would be in Gossip Girl. And I would just be like, I would be like causing trouble, and you see that. And it's like, that ain't it. That's not my life. That's not how I'm living it. This was just a response to me being treated poorly by poor management. And, and it's like, it's ridiculous. It was ridiculous, like, the whole thing. And I'm definitely not going to go on about it in this podcast, but it did spring to mind of, like, well, actually, are there people out there who feel the same way, who feel like they're being told that there's someone else that they believe that they truly are? And there is, like, in psychology, it's like people believe, wait, well, let me have a think. People see you differently to how you see yourself, and you can choose how you want to see yourself. I mean, you can always manifest that, what you want, that person that you want to be in your life, you can always manifest it and become her. You can become her, okay? The choice is up to you. You could well away in this, like, awful, like, if you find yourself welling away, like, in bed, like, I'm no good, I'm poo and crap, and I did that this week as well, but I needed to step out of that and go and do something else, because overthinking it is so disgusting. It is so stressful. It is so not the reality of things. And if you find yourself, like, stuck in those moments where you're fucking hell, I should do the Big Brother announcement, where you're thinking that you're no good at anything, that nothing is going to happen, that you're not on the right track, that things aren't working out, you need to take a step back and take a moment, journal. Like, journaling is a beautiful thing, and guys, I'm gonna get some journals up for you guys that I'm creating myself, and I cannot wait for this. I just can't wait for it. It's really fun. I love my life. But this is the life that I've created, and you can do that as well. Like, you can create whatever you want to do in your life. You really can. So, and from that, you can create something beautiful, create something that that within, like, we're gonna also go into one episode about, like, ego and intuition, and getting caught up in your ego is the worst. Don't go there, because it's awful. It's really important for you to stay, like, completely zen about things, because you need to take moments for yourself that you can create a world for yourself. It doesn't matter what it is, what you need to do for yourself. Like, you get your Notion up. I use OneNote because I'm on a PC. But, you can get your Notion up and create, like, the version of yourself that you want to create. Don't listen to anyone else. As long as you know what you want, you know your instinct, you know what it is that you deserve in life, and you won't let anyone get in the way of that. And with this job, I believe that I kind of, sacrifice that self-respect for money. And that job was keeping me poor. And the reason why I want to leave, because they knew I wanted to leave, and the reason why I wanted to do that, because I woke up one day and I was just like, I gotta go. I've gotta leave. Like, this job is keeping me poor. I got really frustrated as I woke up. I was like, this job is keeping me poor because it's exhausting me. It's making me burn out. It got to the point where, and I got undermined for this. She was like, I don't mean to undermine. It's like, you are undermining me for this, madam. I used to wake up, and within that section used to be getting ready for my job. So I used to spend that time getting ready. Then I used to be working. Then I used to be coming home exhausted. And I used to lie in bed. And I couldn't do anything. And it was also the stress of trying to be good enough, because I didn't feel like I was good enough, because there was poor management. There was such poor management that, wouldn't encourage. They didn't encourage. It was do as I command. Not like, leaders don't command. Good managers should be supportive and, help you and, encourage you. They shouldn't be making you feel like you need to be you should be the best version of yourself, but it shouldn't be like a survival. It shouldn't be a survival. It should just be a natural flow of things. It shouldn't be like, because it made me feel insecure about my job, actually, because I didn't, I don't know, it's like, because it was just a very condescending environment, so it made me feel like I couldn't do anything. There was a lot of micromanaging, and but it was just like, this isn't really good. This is really unprofessional, all of this. And it wasn't until I started looking at other jobs, how they were treating me, and how the job I was currently at weren't treating me very well. So it was a really odd kind of time. Not here for it. Not a fan. No way. That isn't. Yeah. That wasn't pleasant to do that. But it's like, that's the reason why I wasn't posting as much, because I was just so burnt out. I didn't want to do anything. I couldn't do anything. It was just like, oh, just take everything. Kind of like mindset when I would come home. It's like I really couldn't push myself to do it. And I did try to compromise and say, I'm gonna work weekends for you guys so I can work on what I want to do. I think it's really important, but of course they want you to treat them like it's a career. They want you to treat it's a career. It's like, you work for us, your soul. And it's like, you're paying me minimum wage, and I'm dressing in black. I was saying this to my friend. I was like, I do not have a wardrobe anymore. I just don't have anything cute. I need to. This is what I'm doing. I'm on my OneNote. I'm creating a new fashion thing. It's really cute. It's really cute. But and I can't wait for that. I'm gonna sell all my stuff on Vinted and replace my clothes. Why not? I would normally give it to charity, but I think that, I could get money for a new wardrobe. Why not? I really want a long coat. I want all these amazing things. It's like, I can, you know, keep up to date with the trends, because I hadn't had an opportunity to do that before, because I was wearing black all day. So, oh, poor me, right? No. I always kind of valued other people's jobs. There was an Insider I actually watched where, I think they're in Pakistan, and I know quite a few of you that are listening are from Pakistan, and I think it was a job that they had no other choice but to do a job because they were paying a hospital bill, and then they were stuck in this job because they couldn't get out of it, because this person had taking complete control of their lives. You know, they had no rights, no say. The job was exhausting, and I'll 100% link this, guys. It's quite heartbreaking, and I mean, you know, it would be such a great opportunity to help people like that. You know, so when I'm successful, yes, when I am successful, I will definitely help people like that. Like, there was a kid that was stuck in it, and they had no choice but to make bricks. And it's really horrible because he didn't have an education. He really wanted to go to school, and a lot of people take that for granted. And you know, when I get the money, I will like help people like that. I will help people like that. You know, I'd fly over and meet them and be like, "You're going to school. I'm paying for you to go to school. I'll pay for your debt. Let's get out of here. Let's not go and do this," because it's absolutely disgusting that I just found it really awful. It wasn't, you know. So I'd look at that and be like, oh, okay, so maybe I am lucky for having the job that, you know, that I have right now. And I kind of looked at it when, you know, this is another thing. It's like everyone is on their own journey. So you cannot compare your lives to others. As sad as it is, it's like I'm on my own journey and I deserve better than what I got. And if you're listening to this and you're in a situation, I can promise you that you deserve better too. I can tell you this now. And you know it. You do know it. Like, you do know it. You're worth so much more than how they're treating you. If you know inside that you deserve better, you shall receive. No, give it to yourself, because you deserve it. You know that you deserve better. That's why you're telling yourself it. It's why you can feel it. And and again, choice is up to you. You're in complete control of the situations in your life. It's really weird how it happens and how things can unfold, but they're unfolding for you. The universe is for you, not, you know, against you. And I did speak about this in my last episode. Can't remember what it was about. That again is turning 30. What the hell? I'm kidding. But you know, it's really up to you to do the things that you want, to believe what you believe. If you believe you're not worth anything, you'll get it. But if you believe that you deserve better, if you show up as her, if you be the best that you know you can be, then you will be. Simple as that. It's crazy. It's weird. But guys, don't ever worry about a thing. Like, the universe is for you. Okay? And whatever happens to you will happen to you. Your response and reactions are what's going to change your life. What's going to have the biggest impact on your life. And this obviously happened. Because in my last job, thank God it's gone now. Thank God it has gone. It was not my vibe. Not my cup of tea at all. But for you guys, wherever you're at right now, don't let anyone make you feel like you don't deserve it. Don't. Because you do. Okay? Like, it's really hard. Like, I'm just trying to think of situations where I have been in for you guys. When someone puts you in a bad light, always remember that they're probably in that bad light and they're gonna resonate that with you. People don't have a problem with you, people have a problem with themselves, and they will believe this. And it was really shitty because I was at a point in my life where I was trying to be the best person, the nicest person, and I was taken advantage of. And it really pissed me off because it wasn't like I was intentionally going out there and doing things out of spite. It was a response. It's like, this is an issue, I'm trying to discuss it, Like, this is an issue, I'm trying to discuss it, and it was really twisted in someone else's favor, and it was lies, and it was deceit. It was lies. It was really just really messed up. And I think one of the best advice I ever got was, don't let people tell you what you can and can't do. Don't let people tell you what's not right for you. Don't let people tell you that your dream is ridiculous, is impossible, is crazy. Like, if you think your dream is crazy, I always said that there's a guy, I read a quote, it was amazing. There's a guy walking around who's a millionaire who made his money or their money from the pool noodle. So don't let anyone tell you that your dream is impossible, is ridiculous. Don't. You can do whatever you want. It really is up to you. Don't let anyone bully you, take you down. Don't let anyone twist any situations in your life. Don't let anyone, tell you you're something you're not. This is really important for you to work on yourself in this way. Do the self-care, do the routines, do what you love. If you love, reading, do it. If you love, I love playing golf. I love, I don't know, baking. Do things that really, align with your purpose. If you don't know what it is, you really have to understand that it's yours. Like, I was gonna put out a jewelry line recently. I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. It can be cute, amazing. I could sell it. It'd be great. But for some reason, I had a real big argument with myself. I was like, this isn't right. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. This is not on my journey. It could be a fun hobby. That could be something great to do, but it's not something that's going to grind me in being myself. You have to find something that's going to anchor you into being yourself, so you know who you are. You're going to have these connections with other people that are going to make you yourself, make you your best self. Really is up to you. It's really a matter of self-respect to remove anything that is not, serving you, that is not helping you towards your purpose in life, in being your best self. It really is up to you to take away anything that doesn't serve you. Say it again. It's like, just remove the things that do not serve you, because, it's your life. I guess we all don't have much time here. We're all made up of atoms. It's all ridiculous. Science is crazy, but it's up to you what you want to do. It really is up to you. You have a beautiful opportunity to do anything that you want, and it really is up to you. Don't let anyone, take you down, for the love of God. So it's up to you right now to take the time that you need to do the things that you love, to do the things that make you, feel warm and cuddly inside, because that's what you're meant to be doing. It's like, okay, for me, I got stressed out, like with the jewelry thing. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I was supposed to make jewelry. I thought this would be really fun. I thought this would just be like, I thought this would anchor me, in the ground. And, it doesn't. It didn't. The thing that really does, and really does, really does, is writing. And for you guys, I'm gonna create so much. And I just can't wait. Like, I'm really excited. And to prove to you how good I am at writing, you should sign up to my newsletter. No, yeah, you should probably do that. I don't know, it's up to you. But it's full of stuff. It's full of information that I could probably, I always say that I'm a writer, that I can write. Like, I can never say anything to people of like, yes, so take that, like in an argument. I'm a fucking keyboard wizard. Like, I grew up in that generation where it's like, I got this. It's like, let's just be toxic to other people on Facebook. Let's bully them. No. Back then, gosh, we were all like 12 or something. I don't know. But, you know, it's... gosh. Yeah, it was really bad. I think I actually had the police come to my door and, like, accuse me of harassment once. It was so funny, but it was ridiculous because it's like the woman, the girl, it was stupid. Okay, fun story time. It was like my ex's girlfriend, and she would message me out of the blue, tell me that I'm this and that, and I would respond and be like, nah. And it, like, the police would come to my door, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you started this. It was so funny. It was ridiculous. But anyway, moving on. That was ridiculous. But back in those days, yeah, we grew up with being the keyboard wizards. So it's like verbally, I mean, it's okay. But back then, it's like the so guys, find out what you're passionate about. If you're struggling, the Ikigai book, like in my book club, it's on the Pinterest board. That's a great way to find out what your Ikigai is, what you're passionate about, what you love, you know, what you can do, what you can do for money. It really is good for that. Don't ever worry, like in my last episode, it's all about don't worry if you haven't found what you're passionate about yet. It's important to do these things to, you know, ground yourself, to make sure that nobody can tell you what you are and what you want. For the love of God, anything, whatever it is, playing piano, you know, make sure you know who you are. Take that time to understand, even if it's go for walks, journal, guys. I just can't wait. You know, if you really, I'm just so excited to put out some journals. If you really want to sign up to my newsletter, love of God. Yeah, that's silly, it's not professional, sorry. You know, traveling is a really great way to know what you love and what you don't, and you'll find out that really quick, what you love and what you don't love. When you travel, I think there's a really beautiful way to discover yourself and be happy. I'm all for traveling, all for it. But guys, I really, really hope you got something from this. You know, sign up to my newsletter. It's like that, it's linked. I hope this helped. Again, do not let anyone tell you who you are and who you aren't. And you get really wrapped up in that. Like, you do get really wrapped up in that. Like I said, like, I sacrificed my self-respect for money and, you know, to be in a job, and I saw an opportunity to get out of it. And it ended with self-respect. It ended with me refusing to let someone take advantage of me like that, let someone bully me. And you really should do that as well, because fuck them. They cannot tell you who you are. Nobody can. Only yourself. And you know who you are. Don't let anyone take advantage of that. Don't let anyone take advantage of your, like, kindness. Don't let anyone take advantage of your shyness, who you are. You know, just don't let anyone take advantage of you and tell you who you are. And just a bully. Because people do bully and it sucks. Great. End of podcast. No, people do bully and it really has nothing to do with you. It's absolutely everything to do with them. And it's a horrible thing to go through. Like, it's a horrible thing to go through. They have no right to tell you what you can and can't do. They have no right to define you. They have no right to define you. They have no right. And don't you let that happen. Do not let anyone have power over you, because they can't. And you do, and we, like, it really is easier said than done, because we can people can take advantage of you and they can have that power over you, and your job is to ensure that they don't. If someone's doing it in the work environment, it's time to move on. It really is time to move on. Just don't. And people use the excuses like, they find that everywhere, that's everywhere in the job. It's like, yeah, no. It's like, no. You will find what's right for you. You will find that environment that is meant to be yours. You will find it. Whatever it is. It's like, it really sucks. Like, if you're in school as well and you got that person that's being a twat, they've probably got issues at home. They've probably got issues that, they can't control, so they do things, in their control, and that sometimes bully you, like, it's just like, I cannot believe, I'm so British, no, I cannot believe that, a woman in their 40s would treat someone that it's just like, that, wants to be a nice person. I can't believe someone would take advantage of that just because they're insecure in their own ability. It's like, they bully you, they would just turn around and just be like, they would turn around and treat you, like you're incompetent because they don't know how to do their fucking job. And it was an issue of, definitely keeping poor managers and removing amazing staff. It really is ridiculous. Don't let anything, like, teachers cannot define you. Like, a Les Brown quote I absolutely love is something, let me think. Someone else's opinion of you doesn't have to become your reality. So if someone's calling you, someone is calling you toxic, or someone's calling you, like, nothing, Jon Snow. If someone's, like, telling you something about yourself that you didn't know yourself, you do not need them. Don't have them. They are not in control of your life. You are. And you have a say in what you think is right for you. You have a say in everything to do with your life. And if you feel like you don't, I can promise you do. I really can. I promise you. Okay, so guys, I really hope you kind of got something out of this podcast. It was completely random, as they all are, but I promise you they're going to get better. I think they're going to get better. I hope they're going to get better. But guys, thank you so much for following. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new, I love you. And, it's really okay to be yourself. So take that advice. It's actually necessary. Like, that's what I say. It's like, it's really okay to be yourself. In fact, it's necessary because the world needs people like you. And they don't need people to take you down because they couldn't, fulfill their dream. How they feel is nothing to do with you, and how they treat you is nothing to do with you. So please take that advice on board. Don't worry about anything. You're going to get through this. It's okay. Life is great. You have to create that world. So I'm going to leave you with an affirmation from the Inspired Stories. I love these guys. So, what we got? So, my mind is calm, my body is healthy, and my soul is happy. Sing it! Gosh, I'm so weird. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for listening. I've been your host, Summer Clark, and this has been the Crystalline Podcast. Thank you so much. Bye.